Welcome back to Engineering Mathematics 2. Today we will continue with the eigenvalues and eigenvectors, another topic, Halley-Hamilton. The definitions, the mathematical formula definitions here. Let a capital A be any square matrix. The entries can be real or the entries of the matrix capital A can be complex. A scalar lambda is called eigenvalues of capital A if there exists non-zero vector. That is also important here, vector, if there exists a non-zero vector such that thus Ax is equal to lambda x. So exactly it is a parallel to what we have just seen in previous example. So if we have such a vector x whose multiplications with this given matrix here Ax is nothing but the lambda time x, and this lambda is some scalar sum, real number or complex number. So here this Ax is equal to lambda x. That is a very important equation which we will be talking about today. So that is the definitions now of this eigenvector. This x is called the eigenvector and this lambda is called the eigenvalue. So this is the eigenvectors and this has the two always non-zero, otherwise the zero will be satisfied also. So we are looking for the non-zero vector here, which is called the eigenvector and this is called the eigenvalue. Okay. So now the vector x is the eigenvector associated with the eigenvalue lambda, and the 2 points now. First point, geometrically, that means an eigenvectors of a matrix capital A is non-zero vector x is x in this or n, such that the vector here x and thus Ax are parallel. So here the geometrically meaning of this eigenvalues eigenvectors in general is that of this vector this x's and this Ax both are parallel and their magnitude will be changed, and therefore we have this eigenvalue lambda. Next point, geometrically, that means an eigenvector x is a non-trivial solutions of the equation Ax equal to lambda x. That is an eigenvector x is non-zero vector in the null space of A minus lambda I. So how to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors we will discuss now. So consider the equation A minus lambda I x equal to 0. That is Ax is equal to this lambda x equation written in the form. And there are two unknown here. The unknowns are lambda. We need to compute lambda and also we need to compute x. There is one equation here, A minus lambda. Lambda I x is equal to 0, or it is a system of equation. And we have this is a two unknown d, lambda and x. So how to compute this is a two unknown? So that is those unknown satisfies this equation A minus lambda I x is equal to 0. The lambda is a scalar and this x is a vector whose component will be exactly equal to this n if the matrix is n cross n matrix. So what is the other information we have that, or we are looking for this non-trivial solution x? Studies in the previous lectures, if any one it is a satisfies the equation, which equations that is a determinant of this A minus lambda I. If this determinant is 0, then we will have a non-trivial solution. If the determinant is not equal to 0, then there is a unique solution. And that is will be the trivial solutions, meaning thus x will be 0, but we are looking for a non-trivial solutions of this equation A minus lambda I x equal to 0. And in that case, we have this condition, that is a determinant of this A minus lambda I matrices, thus must be 0. So we got another conditions which will leading us to the list get now sometime out of this condition determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to 0. So when we expanded this determinant, because this lambda is unknown, so now A is a given matrix and I is identity matrix. So here this lambda is unknown. So when we expanded this determinant is nothing. Thus polynomial equations there z0 lambda power n plus c1 lambda power n minus 1 and so on c. And this is all the coefficients and there will be naturally the given when this A is given. So we have this polynomial equations and then we solve this equations, we will be lambdas. There may be distinct and there may be not distinct, there may be real, there may be or not real, so whatever. So the solutions of these equations which is called the characteristic equation. So this equations is called the characteristics equations of the matrix A. And after the solving those equations, we can get the possible lambdas. Once we have the lambdas here, then we have this equation A minus lambda I x equal to 0, or for our lambda. We can find the solutions of this A minus lambda I x equal to 0 and for each the solutions. Note that our lambda which we will be get with this condition, that is a determinant is 0. So naturally we will get the non-trivial solutions of this A minus lambda I is equal to 0, because the trial equations will come when the determinant is not to 0, but we get our lambda such that this determinant A minus lambda I will come 0, and therefore automatically for this is the lambdas, we will get this non-trivial solutions of this is A minus lambda I x equal to 0. So here the root of this characteristic equations are exactly called the eigenvalues, because this lambda is eigenvalues. So once we solve the characteristic equations, we will get the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of A can be determined by this solving the homogeneous systems of this equation. That means this A minus this lambda I x is equal to 0. So we need to solve again the system of linear equations. So from the beginning of this lecturers impositions again and again of on this system of equation, it is a very important now, and here for each the value of this lambda we need to solve the system of equations. So if we have a 3 distinct lambdas, for example, for each the lambda, so for the 3 times we have to solve the system of equations, and there will be differential equations because we have a different lambda. So this is matrix is going to be different, and we will be get different eigenvectors. So we will be talking a more one on this now, and the null space of this A minus lambda I. So the null space means this is xi, and which include the 0 also, because the null space will also include the 0. So the null space here hold the eigenspaces corresponding to eigenvalues lambda. So what is the null space? In the null space here is all the eigenvalues plus the 0 vectors, because the 0 is not the eigenvector. So here the null space, which is also called the eigenspace, it is a contain the eigenvectors including the 0 vector, because 0 naturally the solutions A minus lambda I is equal to 0 will come null spaces. but 0 is not the eigenvectors because the equation. So another terminology here which may be used later, that the eigenspaces. Eigenspaces that is nothing, the set of this is a eigenvectors including the vector 0. So let us go through the problems here. The problems 1, it is find the eigenvalues and the eigenvectors of this matrix A equal to 2, 1, 4, minus 1. It is a very simple example. We start the evaluated of this is a eigenvalues and eigenvectors. So very simple examples, we start with the evaluations of this is the eigenvalues, eigenvectors. So here the first we have to find, write down the characteristic equations. We need to solve the characteristic equation modulus A minus lambda I is equal to 0. And a lambda, that is a product of a lambda, and this is the identity matrix, and this we want to solve the no determinant here. So what is the matrix? The matrix here 2 minus lambda, and then we have here 1, and here we have 4, and then minus 1, and the minus lambda, that is our determinant here, which can be directly, always we can write down for this given matrix A. So the character A we was given this 2, 1, 4, minus 1. So how to write the characteristic equation? Just the determinant of this matrix, subtracting lambda from the diagonal. So my 1 minus lambda I. So lambda from the diagonal here, how we will get this 2 minus lambda, and minus 1 minus lambda is equal to 0. And now the determinant, the value here, this product, so which we will be 2 minus lambda and multiplied by this minus 1 minus lambda, and this minus 4 here is equal to 0. So we can get this product that will give minus 2, and then here minus 2 lambda plus lambda and plus lambda square, and then we have a minus 4 is equal to 0, and that is my lambda minus 3, and this lambda plus 2 equal to 0. So that is the characteristic equations. From there we can get the root of the equation. So that is what give here the lambda minus 1 and lambda plus 2 equal to 0. So that is our characteristic equation here, and it is a root that will be eigenvalue. So eigenvalues are 1 eigenvalues here, which are the holding the lambda 1, that is a 3 because of this solutions of equation, and the another eigenvalues will be lambda 2, which is a minus 2, and the eigenvector now corresponding to each here. So first let us taken this lambda 1 is equal to 3. So while that talking this, we have to now from the system of equations A minus lambda I and times this x here, show that will be the system of equations. So we have here to subtract this 3 from the diagonal entries, and there will be matrix here. Meaning, so if we 2, so here A minus 3I, so A was 2 here. So if we subtracted from the diagonal entries, we will get minus 1 here, 1, and here 4, and this is a minus 1, and then minus 1, so minus 3, so this will be minus 4, and then we have here this is a 1 2 4x. It was 2 component, and the right hand side is the 0 vector, this one. So we have a system equations which we need to solve the get eigenvectors corresponding to the lambda. 1 is equal to 3, and this is a simple because of this matrix here which I am going calling this A. So this is a matrix which is a easily get the reduced eagle form. So row reduce the from this matrix will be the minus 1 and the this 1, and here we can multiply by 4 and add it to be the equation, so that will give 0. 0, and that is a row reduced from this matrix. From here we can easily identify the solutions. So this is a x2 is a free variable. We can choose value whatever value we like. Yes. So if we choose x2 1, that then this equations will give us, so minus x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. That is the equations here. And if we choose x2 is equal to 1, so x1 will be also 1. So one solutions of this is here, infinitely many possible of this equation. So here one, the possibility of these equations x1 is 1, and x2 is also 1. So that is solutions. What we get out of this, that is a one of the solutions, any multiple of this. So we can have a 2 or any number, we can multiple to this, one of the this will be solutions of this equations, meaning eigenvector. So we will have a plus 2i will be 4 1 and 4 minus 1 as a matrix. From the we can get as again one vector here 1 minus 4, but any multiple of this will be also the eigenvector. So by solving the equation a plus 2i is equal to x is equal to 0, we got the another vector here which is a 1 and a minus 4. What is also interesting, and we will note it down later on, that is there were two different eigenvalues here, 3 and minus 2, and their eigenvalues 1 1 or any multiple of this 1 and 1 4. What we can also check, and we can instant easily see here, in case of this is a two vectors, that is the two or linear vectors, we cannot head like a lambda 1 1 times this 1 1, and then lambda 2 times this 1 minus 4 if you want to set this linear combinations to 0. The only solutions will be lambda 1 is 0 and lambda 2 is 0. There is no other possibility here. So this is vector 1 1 and 1 minus 4. There are theoretical result also. We will see that whenever we have two different or n different eigenvalues, then corresponding the eigenvector will be linearly independent, then we have a theoretical proof. We will actually in a future lectures. So here this is are a two eigenvectors which we have a easily evaluated corresponding to each of the eigenvalues. So that is the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, say that every square matrix also satisfy, it is a characteristic equations, and that means that the A will also satisfy this equation. So it is just the lambda is replaced by this A here, and with the Cn to make it consisted because now we are working with the matrices. So there should be matrices here of the same order. So that is the result of the Halley-Hamilton theorem, which we can verify, for instance, for the very simple example which have taken 11 minus 6i, 4i and 1, and we will be verify the characteristics polynomial by this order Halley-Hamilton theorem. So the characteristic polynomial equations we have a to write corresponding to this k, which we will be just by subtracting this lambda from the diagonal entries. And now we can write down in terms of this I means this determinant here, so that we will get the equations lambda square and minus 12 lambda minus 13, that is just the product of 11 minus lambda to 1 minus lambda and then the minus plus here 24i square. So again the minus 24, so that we can simplify. We will get this equations lambda square minus 12 lambda minus 13, and now what we have, we see that Halley-Hamilton theorem say that this k square minus 12 a minus 13 I, this should be just 0. This is should satisfy the characteristic equations. If we compute the a square, the is coming to be here, so the multiple product of this a with the matrix A, that will be coming this one here minus 12 times a. So 12 multiplied to each of these entries to the a, and then we have a minus 13i here. So when we determinant this one, so here the minus, so there 2 will be added and that is will be subtracted. We are getting actually 0 matrix, and that is what is the characteristic equations, and the Halley-Hamilton theorem says that the every square matrix satisfies this characteristic equations. So we just replaced here lambda by this a, and then we have seen that this right side instead of the 0 we got the 0 matrix. So coming to conclusions, what we have here done, here we have here studied, we have here introduced the eigenvalues, eigenvectors. Basically this equation was very important. This Ax is equal to lambda x. This lambda is our eigenvalues, and the corresponding eigenvectors will be given by x. And we have also studied this Halley-Hamilton theorem, which say that the every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. So here the right hand side, this is a 0 matrix. So the same order having all the entries 0, and this is our reference used for the lecturer. Thank you very much for your attention.